It was very tragic because on the fateful day, we were generally in Parliament with all of us preparing to go for recess, and we didn't know that somebody was prepared to harm our friend along the way. The family has been condoled by our colleagues under the able chairmanship of our friend Peter Kaluma, and we want to thank Parliament. Every step of the way, we've seen your hand. You sent the plaque here, sat together, and everything is rolling right. I knew very long before even I joined politics. And I remember we lost our father-in-law in the period preceding the 2017 elections. And when we were at the burial in Ong'ondo Were had just won the nominations on ODM, and I just won the nomination on UDA. And there was a lot of tension about the political affiliation. The family stood up to declare that there was no ODM, there was no Jubilee, NASA. It was just family, and we all complied. And from that time, we have bonded, become friends. When we came to Parliament, we were placed in the same committee. And it has been a journey, and we thank God for his life. As you have been told, they have a very small family who need a lot of support. We will, of course, all of us, under your leadership, stand together to see how we can help them. And I want to thank members of Parliament for the immense support that they continue giving in terms of contribution in our groups and all the other arrangements. Just because I've been given a chance, Mr. Speaker, I want to ask my wife to stand for you to see her. She's Harriet Kosgei. She follows Maggie. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The Honorable Senator.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't prepared to make any speech. Honorable Speaker, and the family of my friend Charles, let me also just pass my condolences to the family. Honorable Speaker, I met very many years back, between 2013 and when Baba was actually the Prime Minister. That's when I met with one time we went with Baba to Maua, and where is the one who was in charge of hosting us. That's the very first time I met him. So I've known him for a very long time, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, Were's first wife is from my constituency, from one of the largest families in my constituency, the family of the late senior chief, Ong'ondo Were. Yeah, so that is one of the relationships we have with him. And we have been very close. Let me say we are very close. And the day that Were passed on, that is the only day we never sat down with him to have a conversation. We had a conversation the previous day after we came back from a funeral in Karachwan that we attended together with him and Baba. And we had a long conversation trying to review the incidences in that funeral, and we agreed that we continue to talk on the same. So, as all of us know, this is one of the most tragic funerals that we are facing as Parliament and as friends. All we can say is that we want to wish the family well, and as the family has requested us, let us give the family support. I want to say that I'm going to be your friend, and I will continue to be your friend. Thank you.
Yeah, Honorable Speaker, allow me now to request the Honorable Edwin Sifuna to say something to the family, not just on behalf of Parliament, but on behalf of the House of Senators.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The family of Brother Charles. My name is Sifun. I'm the Senator of Nairobi and the SG of ODM, party in which Were was elected, as we remember. We are here to say equally what's failed us in such moments, because of the tragic nature in which we lost our brother. Here that I have been SG, I have never lost a member in the fashion in which we have lost Charles. And he was a very close friend. he was a very close supporter of some of the things that I did. As you know, people are giving different views about events in our country and the positions that we as a party should take. But he always encouraged me as his SG to remain steadfast in the things that we hold here as a party and the things that we believe in. So I've lost a friend, I've lost an ally, and I just want to take this opportunity to extend my condolences to you as a family. It is very difficult. We cannot understand the things that you are going through at individual levels. But we pray that God will comfort you at this particular moment in time. You can count on us as friends. You can come to us for anything that is within our means we will be able to do. I just want to also thank the Speaker of the National Assembly on behalf of my colleagues in the Senate, the leadership of the Senate and the Speaker of the Senate, to just assure you that we are all together in this particular journey. And we are hoping that we will find some level of justice for Charles. Because what has happened is quite tragic. It is very difficult to accept these circumstances. So our responsibility as a leadership and as his friends is to ensure that we find the answers that I am sure all of us are seeking. So we will work together in that journey, just to assure you of the support of the party, the support of all of us who are his colleagues, both in the National Assembly and in the Senate. And we just say, may God rest his soul in time of peace. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Jalango believes is the MP for he certainly didn't. This is Kajiado. So that
This is
Honorable Kaluma lives very far from the suburbs of Kari. He might not be able to know how big Langata is and how beautiful Langata is. This is Kari Ward. I just welcome other members. You know, most of us are still residents of Langata. When I had my accident and started going for physio in our gym, that is when we started to interact a lot with Honorable Charles. I think he never used to miss a day at the gym.
Yes.
So we are always there. And from that point is when we started interacting, advice every single day. As a man who will always call and tell you, come and sit here. Then he'll have some long, beautiful stories about the struggles and everything. But then we've lost a very, very dear friend of mine. I always call him my gym partner. But then when I got well, I started missing gym. And he kept on telling me, Wana Rudy kwa gym, I don't see you there anymore. So just the other day I was talking to the guy who does physio for both of us and how devastated he was. Because he had just treated Charles that evening. Maybe an hour later, the incident happened. We're very sorry about what happened. I've not only lost a constituent, but also a friend, and a brother, and a colleague. May his soul rest in peace. And to the family, if there's anything that our office, as Member of Parliament, or we want to be done under our jurisdiction, kindly just let me know and reach out.
Honorable Speaker, if Honorable Sefuna permits, we have reached protocol. Allow me not to omit Honorable Meli, the chairperson in charge of the Departmental Committee on Immigration, to say something.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, colleague members of the family. First and foremost, let me convey my condolences on my behalf and the people of my constituency, Tindred. More importantly, on the Department of Education. Honorable Ong'ondo Were I knew from 2017 when he came to Parliament. And as you've heard, I and the Speaker, who has been actually my mentor in going to the gym, you were among the people who used to encourage Ong'ondo Were we go to the gym. And he has been a very close friend of mine in so many ways. He has been a very good person in terms of advice on various issues of national and even local importance. Honorable Ong'ondo Were, I came to know that he was Lemenyi to Hillary, they married from the same place. And he would come and tell me, because I'm married from this place, we are all related. And we made a lot of talk at the tea there. I want to tell the family that we felt the loss very tragic, very disheartening, and they will be able to guide you in this very big country. Thank you so much.
Lastly, Honorable Speaker, with your permission, because we allowed Honorable Jalango, I want to request Honorable West Officers to say something.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To my two, first I want to say condolences to me, my family, my county. This incident happened in our county. I was at the hospital that night with your sister-in-law and your son. I don't think that there is a way that we can give him comfort, because it's a big loss to lose the patriarch of your family, and in such a gruesome way. So all I want to say is that the Lord will avenge this. The Lord doesn't sleep. And to the children, just hold on to God. We don't know what happened on the other side. But we know that he's closer to God than we are. He's already transitioned. He's already gone. And I called him Sir Charles. And I actually thought he was knighted by the UK government. So he was Sir Charles. And I wanted to ask him. And I never got on to him. And he says, no, I would just go to Sir Charles. He carried himself in such a distinguished manner. And I talked to him on Wednesday in Bunge, because I was fundraising for one of our party leaders, one of our party members of ODM, who had lost her husband, so I was the treasurer. And I caught him in the dining hall and I said, I need your donation. And he says, I'll give it to you on Friday. Little did I know that on Friday, I'll be fundraising, one of the fundraising treasurers for him. So the way
thank the Speaker to remain steadfast in things. My name is the Senator of Nairobi and the
Speaker, allow me now.
I want
Parliament,
in such the Senator of Nairobi. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, the family of Brother Charles. Thank you. It is very difficult.
Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Jalango. Owino is the MP from Dewa, a very close friend of Were, with whom we were together under Mobile leadership. The Honorable Oku Kaunya, Honorable Speaker, has been a constant feature in this family. It's part of the team you constituted under my leadership to help with the preparations for the last rites, but also a member of the committee in charge of national cohesion and equal opportunities, where Honorable Were was vice chair up to the time of his death. Honorable Speaker, the senator for Homa Bay County.
The MP for
Besides Honorable Moses is the brother.
It was a very close friend.
Just stand up, look.
He was very
This
close.
is blood brother of Were. He has other brothers, 2 other brothers at home. This brother has been here since we came here. Honorable Speaker, before I welcome you to pass your words of solace and condolence, let me say something. On the day that the Honorable Were met his faithful and tragic death, the Honorable Rosa Bunye is in charge of everything in this home. Being a very good friend of the late Honorable Were, and stepped into the gap to be an additional mother to this family as they mourn the late Honorable Were. We recognize its late Honorable Rosa Bunye. So, Honorable Speaker, that Wednesday, you remember you handed over the seat to me. I saw Were, but he left a short while after.
Yes.
And what happened thereafter is known to all of us. I wanted to thank you because immediately the house adjourned when you got the news. In fact, as I returned the mails to your office as speaker, I found your note asking whether what you are hearing was true. And Honorable Speaker, I drove, as I told you, straight to Nairobi Hospital. Just as I was entering, you called again to confirm. And Honorable Speaker, I told you that it is not about shooting, but that your late member, the Honorable Were, actually seconded. I know the several calls you made asking about the other issues. But it touched me, Honorable Speaker, when you called me at dawn on that day, asking me to run to the home of Were and confirm that the family indeed was able to stand. I came as you directed. And Honorable Speaker, thereafter you communicated that I lead the team that will take care of these preparations. I want to thank you, Honorable Speaker, for constituting that team. That team had, you put in Honorable Kaunya, among several other MPs. Honorable Speaker, I can confirm to you they have done a very good job so far. The time is very short because it was determined that we are laying our brother to rest on 9th of May. I want to thank the team for the work they have done. Honorable Kaunya, we said would lead us because of his line, and this being a matter involving a bit of investigations, together with the Honorable Dr. James Nyikal in the postmortem, and they did a very good work. They have reported to you, Honorable Speaker. There are various other teams doing various other things, including resource mobilization. Let me, Honorable Speaker, thank you for that heart. I've seen you show to our members, not just when they are bereaved, but when they have any issue. And even for coming to be with the family against what I know you are supposed to be dealing with now, to just say your word. It gives them a lot of strength, which is now there. And I thank you. I would request you continue in the way you've been continuing. For all of us, when we find ourselves, or our families find themselves in such situations. Honorable Speaker, the arrangements are that tomorrow we will go for the Requiem Mass, and then we will transport the Honorable Were home, and then on Friday, which will be 9th May, we will inter the body. We would still request that you walk with your member that journey to the end. Let me thank you as I give you the mic in a very special way for the support Parliament has given under your directions. So the MP for the area is Honorable Tongoyo. He's come in when we were speaking. No, is the MP. This is Ololua. Eh? is Ngongoyo. He's the MP for this area. Okay, I want them to fight, the two of them, over their territories. Yeah, so Honorable Speaker, we have done so much. I just want to end by thanking you for the support you've given. And I think the family has also registered their gratitude. When we came here, it's very chaotic when the leader dies. Yeah, so it was very difficult for them. I want to thank you. You immediately sent your sergeants to Parliament, to the home here and the rural home. They have interacted with the police station here and the police station at home very well. You immediately sent a clerical team to support with the systems. Kato and others have done a very good work, Naserian and others. They're now part of this family, essentially.
They were there from the night.
From the very night. And they have been changing times, a big number of them. Honorable Speaker, one thing that under your directions has happened is that even the cooking, the service here, is the catering of your parliament under your directions. So we thank you very much for the support you've been given. Of course, we continue to urge that being children of parliament, being widows of parliament, parliament continues to be their home. Honorable Speaker, with those very many words,
you and the family for losing your patriarch, your loved one, your husband, your father, and your friend. I have known Charles for a fairly good amount of time. We knew each other in 2013 when we were campaigning around the country as Code family that time. He was always the one receiving us every time we went to Meru, accommodating us and arranging for our rallies. And since then, we became very good friends. When he joined Parliament in 2017, he looked me out and said, Senator, I'm now part of this family of Parliament. And we've continued being very close. We go to the gym with Meli, Jalango once in a while, and a few others, and Moses here. We always meet in the gym regularly. And he would sit after his workout. He would take his juice, and from time to time he would call you and engage you in very good discussions. I always remember him telling me over and over, after we parted ways with the Prime Minister in 2022, he said, "Hata tukitengana sisi ni family." That was always his advice. And he always comes to my office. When he finds other people waiting, he goes away and sends me a message. I say, when you are free, tell me to come back. And he will never come there with trivia. He wants me to help him to do something in his constituency. He wants me to call the Inspector General of Police to promote or to help somebody. He wants me to speak to the Minister for Education to help transfer some teacher. Always pro-constituent issues. On the fateful day, I saw Charles in Parliament. He normally sits at the back with Mishimbogo and the member for Kisauni. They always sit together. He came in, he went out, he came in again. And by the time I left the chamber, it was about about 6. He was still there. I went to the chamber, to the office, did some work. When I was leaving at about 7:15, 7:30, I met Rosa. You are with Millie? You are with Beatrice Elach at the entrance to the house. And Rosa called me aside and said, we have unconfirmed information that Charles Were has been shot by unknown people. I told them, get into the car and run to wherever it has happened, and please call me. I'm going to another meeting in Karen. Before I got to Oleseren, turning off the expressway, Rosa called me and said, bad news, Speaker, he has not pulled through. It was very devastating. After our call, I called the IG, asked him if he knew. He said he had received information and his men were on the ground. I called the president, informed him. And from there on, you have said what has been going on. As the family of parliament, we have lost one too many of our members this term. We lost the member for Banisa. We lost the senator for Baringo. We've now lost Charles. We lost member for Malava, Maloli Njendi. And every time we lose, we come together as a family to support the family of our departed colleague. I had an opportunity to know your county inside out. In my earlier years, I was a magistrate in Rongo, and we used to go to Homa Bay every other weekend because it was the only close enough town. You could either go to Kisii or go to Homa Bay, and since we had no cars, you had to jump onto a matatu, and Homa Bay was easier to go to. When my friend and professional colleague, the late Otieno Kajwang, died, we came to Homa Bay and stayed there with my brother Raila Odinga for 1 full month, campaigning for this young man. There's no village we didn't go. And people were warm and welcoming. And when eventually Charles became a member of parliament, a constituency that I think used to be held at one time by Otieno Kopio, isn't it? Yes. I told him, we have been to your constituency. There is a priest from Oyugis called Moses Ocheng Ware. You know him?
Yes, yes.
He's my very close friend. You know that he's a Catholic priest. He's now working in the army. He had invited me to come to a Catholic church in Oyugis, and we had agreed to be there in June. And I had called Ong'ondo Were and told him, I'll be coming to your area. He said, we'll be there together. Last week, Honorable Charles came to my office and said, in August, when we go to Rome to see the Pope, ensure I am in the delegation. I called Alice, who runs our caucus, and told her, even if I go with only one member, it will be Charles Were. Last time we went with Polo here and others. So that is how close Charles was to all of us. As a family, you have lost. Don't pay any attention to the filth and nonsense on social media. Kenyans have become very callous. Kenyans have become very heartless. Kenyans have become people who is difficult to describe. Pay attention to your family. Will all come and people will make very big speeches. When they finish, they will leave. And that's when it will dawn upon you that now you must sit together as one. As friends will be there. I've heard what your children have said. Knock on my door anytime, my sons. Whatever I can do, I will. Whatever I can't, I'll tell you I can't. So that we can be able to help you realize the dream of your father. So as Parliament, we say, Pole sana. We will definitely be at home on Friday. Moses, you'll be there to welcome us so that we can be able to give our friend, our brother, a dignified send-off. I beg you, don't make it a political rally. Let it be a funeral so that we can be able to mourn our friend with the dignity that he deserves. I know there are all those contradictions in life, but we will be coming as a family of Parliament. And I urge you all members to join us. As Parliament, we try to do what we can, and everything that we're doing is to help the family at least feel appreciated that you donated your husband, your father to us in Parliament, and he has also made a difference in the lives of others. So we'll be responsible for things like mortuary fees, we'll be responsible for buying the coffin, we'll be responsible for transporting the body up to the final resting place, and we'll be also able to help the family to lift you up to whether it's Kisumu or Homa Bay Airport for you to get home in preparation for the Friday event. As I finish, members of Parliament, our friend has died in very tragic circumstances to hands of criminals. Because anybody who can pull a trigger on another is nothing but a criminal. One, I encourage all of us, whoever has any information that can help, and as an institution of Parliament, we'll play our part to see that any contribution we can make to bring those criminals to book, we will. Number two, I encourage all of you members, what has happened to Ong'ondo Were can happen to any one of you. So tighten your security, be conscious of your security, don't fear to live, don't live in fear. But be careful as you go around, because there are people, you know, as members of Parliament, very few people like you. For strange reasons, people who want to come to Parliament don't like people who are in Parliament. And all the time you find somebody is campaigning against you, but is uttering a lot of filth about the House of Parliament and parliamentarians. But that shouldn't deter you from working to make Kenya safer, to make Kenya greater, to make Kenya prosperous, and above all, to make sure that Kenyans, wherever they are, in whatever station in life, are safe. Safety is key to everybody. So, Mama, both of you, we thank you for looking after our brother in his life. And we thank you for being there, bring up these wonderful children in the manner that Charles would have done. And where you need help, like I've said, you already have Kina Hillary, Moses here, Rosa there, who can bring whatever needs you have to us. Lastly, honorable members, I have some issues to discuss with the family. I don't know if for members of parliament, there's no secret because this can happen to any one of you. May I request that everybody else leaves us so that I can talk to the family. Leaving means going out.
Yeah. Going out. Leaving means going out. Everybody out. Out ni nje. Jikot.
wote unatoka kwako. Faraja yangu yote inatoka kwako. Ushindi wangu wote unatoka kwako. Uniachi uko nami Bwana, uniachi uko nami. Nipitapo katika maji mengi, katika mito haitanigarikisha, katika moto hautaniteketeza, wala mwali wa moto hautaniunguza. Uniachi uko nami Bwana, uniachi uko nami. Twende wote, uniachi uko nami. Twende wote, uniachi uko nami. Let me see you dance, come on. 1, 2, 3, twende wote, twende wote, twende wote, twende wote. Ongeza kelele kwa Yesu. Twende wote. One, two, three, twende wote. Uniachi
Welcome back. This is Daybreak, and thanks for staying with us. The hashtag on X is Citizen Daybreak. The SMS code is 22422 at Citizen TV Kenya and at Ayub Abdikader. Jared Okello on my immediate right is the lawmaker representing Nyando constituency. Good morning.
Morning, Ayub.
Lovely having you here on the broadcast.
Glad it's been a while since you called me.